Welcome to Cinekuest Video.
Welcome to Cinekuest Video, the podcast that delves deep into the VHS classics to the modern day format and beyond. Today we're going to be talking about the movie Demolition Man, and this continues with our series on best worst villains. And if I think last month we did, I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember last villain we did, or last movie we talked about.
Oh, what did we do?
Month. Shit, I feel like it's been forever. I don't recall.
I'm trying to look it up.
It wasn't The Last Dragon?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was The Last Dragon.
Wow.
Thank you, Roland.
Sure.
That was back in March when we did that, so.
Yay.
Yeah.
Like middle of last month.
Forever ago. Okay, so like I said, talking about Demolition Man, but before we continue, let's introduce everyone. I am coming to you from my bedroom studio, and if all goes well, you'll see it on video at some point or another. My name is Ray, and in the Pacific Northwest studio,
this is Daniel.
and in was it Nowhere Man or Nowhere Land studio?
Bumfuck Nowheresville, one of those.
Yeah, it's that studio that actually is treating you well this time, Roland.
Is it?
Yeah, you have alcohol this time, yes?
I have a little sippy.
Yeah. Good job. And why don't you tell the listeners and the viewers what you're drinking?
Oh, I got a double shot of Cape Cod, cranberry juice and vodka.
I am drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which is pretty nice at this point.
I could use an IPA.
Daniel, I'm not too sure if you're drinking or not, but
Of course I am, and as usual, it's the Founders All Day IPA.
Nice. Okay, very cool. Again, so Demolition Man, last minute decision to talk about this movie. Initially, it was going to be Red Sonja, which I don't think any of us recall watching at any point.
Right.
But I didn't know the villain, or I don't even know who the villain in that fucking movie is.
Wait, what?
The movie Red Sonja.
Oh, yeah.
The one we had initially planned to do. You said you've seen it though, Roland, haven't you?
Fuck, like when I was fucking 5 or some shit. Like I watched it once, and even then I was like, "This is bad. This isn't good." Like, and I never watched it again. It's a pretty shitty movie. If you haven't figured it out, like, let's see. It says here the main antagonist of the fucking film is the Queen Gedron of Abercubain or Bane or whatever the hell. I don't even remember that shit. So
of Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So like, I remember her like looking at the images. I remember now how like stupid she looks with that like mask crown or whatever the hell she's got going on. But past that, like I couldn't say. I mean, Brigitte Nielsen was hot when this movie was made, so that was pretty much like what people cared about, and that was it. Like, I mean, the character is known for like just walking around in like a chainmail bikini in the fucking comics. Like, she doesn't wear armor. I don't know if there's a canon reason for that. Probably just because she's hot, or armor slows you down or something. I don't know what. But I never cared. I was like, okay, look, it's not Conan. Cool. Okay, let's watch that.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure why Brigitte Nielsen was cast in this one.
I forgot.
I know at the time, she was coming out in a lot of movies. She came out in Cobra.
She was going to do a She-Hulk, which was, I don't think it was ever released. But I think she did some, like, I think you can find footage of her like that. I don't know.
As She-Hulk?
Yeah. But I don't think it was, I think it was just like to test it out. I don't think they actually made a pilot or anything like that. And I want to say I remember seeing it like that footage on YouTube at some point or some shit like that. Maybe I don't care enough to look. So you guys have fun. if you want to.
So I'll do that at some other point. Again, we were talking about Demolition Man, and does anyone remember like when they first saw this? I can tell you it was probably I had HBO when I was 13 years old.
I saw it in theaters when I first saw it. Fuck yeah. Cool. I got like some of the, like my brother and I got some of the action figures, which was fucking cool. I don't remember if at any point, like, so I remember getting action figures, but what I don't remember is if there were like McDonald's toys or anything like that. Probably not, because what is this movie? Is it rated R?
Yeah, it's rated R.
Okay, no, that probably wasn't a McDonald's fucking Happy Meal thing.
Honestly, if you had a McDonald's version of Simon Phoenix, like,
that would be pretty funny.
That still exists, so, like, in somewhere. Get it.
This is another character that you should dress up as, Ray. Simon Phoenix.
That's how fucking Wesley Snipes paid for his legal fees. Just selling those figures off on fucking eBay for like $600 a pop.
Now you got to look on Craigslist. Right.
Come to think of it, this is actually the second Wesley Snipes movie we're talking about here.
That is
First
correct.
one was Blade.
Blade.
I believe this was before Blade.
Yes.
Yes, way before.
Yeah.
This movie's actually came out in 1993.
That's true. I didn't realize it came out that early in the 90s. I thought it was a little later.
Well, it was at the height of the Snipes, man, because like New Jack City came out in 91.
Mm-hmm. Passenger 57 also.
Oh, word, yeah.
Yeah. What other movies?
Demolition Man came around that time.
Obviously.
I don't remember what else. Shut up, you.
The classic Roland laugh.
So
Jesus.
It's just
okay. So
out there, buddy.
I'm just gonna go in the early '90s. Wesley Snipes came out in Mo Better Blues.
IMDb in front of you.
The King of New York. Jungle Fever
Blues was before New Jack City, and Jungle Fever was after New Jack City.
White Men Can't Jump.
That is right. It is, The Water Dance, White Man Can't Jump, Passenger 57,
Demolition Man.
Boiling Point, Rising Sun, and Demolition
I don't
Man.
think I ever saw Rising Sun.
I didn't see that one.
Sure. Maybe I did.
I think I didn't hear anything about Wesley Snipes until after. After Demolition Man, the only thing I heard of was when he did Tu Wong Fu.
Okay, Ray. I was gonna say, like, you remember Drop Zone, but that actually, Drop Zone. That was.
I don't remember Drop Zone. I really honestly don't. I remember Money Train after that.
That was after Tu Wong Fu, though.
Yeah, but I think it was a big deal because, I mean, you had John Leguizamo and Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes dressing up in drag. So
Julie Newmar.
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. I mean, it was a funny movie.
I think I saw it once, and maybe a few like bits and pieces after. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was fucking silly.
It's really funny. Yeah. But FYI.
And then after that,
he is going to be in Coming to America too.
Yes, yes, he is.
General Izzy.
Yeah, so like there are clips of him getting interviewed on YouTube, and he's already started, like he's shown people his accent, and he does that African warlord accent pretty well. It's fucking silly, but yeah. He's
fuck that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Just because, like, for starters, it was a great cast, and if like they got everybody back for it, awesome. Or like,
look, there's two movies I'm waiting for, and one of them is Coming to America.
I need to watch Dolomite Is My Name,
and fucking Bill and Ted movie too. The third Bill and Ted movie.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be really fucking bad, but whatever.
Yeah, you're just gonna eat it up.
Oh yeah, I fucking love it.
Get the big spoon.
Well, I mean, it's got such great, precedent set with all these other, recent, long-awaited, sequels and shit.
They're always so good. Maybe they'll make another Anchorman movie, or what else? What else would be great? You know, so you can have a powerful,
You know,
powerful
the Anchorman
status.
The second Anchorman wasn't as funny as the first one.
No, it wasn't. Like parts of it were funny, but that was it. Like
parts of it, yeah.
It dragged on so much, and I don't know. Like I kind of think like that was done on purpose to just fucking prolong this shit show or whatever. Doesn't he go blind at one point? If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember. Like
I don't fucking recall.
And like ends up getting fired and like has to live like on. I think he's like living in a lighthouse or some shit, like on the edge of a cliff or a cottage or some. It was fucking stupid. Okay, yeah.
Does anyone want to take the synopsis of this movie?
No.
Roland.
Yeah, sure. Let me just.
How about you take the synopsis of this one?
So like, are you reading it off IMDb or Wikipedia?
It really just depends whether I read it off of something or I just.
Well, IMDb's got one fucking sentence. That's why I'm asking. It says a police officer is brought out of suspended animation in prison to pursue an old ultra-violent nemesis who is loose in a non-violent future society. Pussies.
I actually, when I started watching this, I kind of enjoyed. I did enjoy this movie still after many years of not watching it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like this is like an action comedy to me more than anything.
Yeah, and that's all due to Wesley Snipes, man. I mean,
yeah, he's
Wesley
fucking
Snipes
hilarious.
is fucking hilarious.
Even though like
as Simon Phoenix,
it's pretty fucking dark. I mean, I would have to say And like seeing this as a kid too, I was just like, whoa, you know, he just fucking yanked that guy's eyeball out. Wow.
Yeah. I had read some of the trivia about that. Like they had to cut it down because it was way more violent than they wanted it to be.
Ooh.
So all the violent scenes were cut down. All the violent scenes were cut down.
Where's
So
that
like a director's cut? Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, fuck
I don't know. If you look at the IMDb trivia, it should say it on there. Actually, there were. Let me see. I'm trying to think here. It was down here somewhere.
Find it.
Yeah, actually, it's a really long ass fucking clip or bit about this like the first 2+ hour long cut of the movie.
Yeah.
They hired someone to re-edit. It was heavily re-edited. There were a lot of scenes, including crap where Sylvester Stallone meets his family and other dumb shit with Edgar.
He meets his grown-up daughter in the sewers.
Yeah, exactly. With Edgar's fucking little cult. Violent scenes were cut down or removed completely.
Actually, Roland, real quick, there is a part here that it says while cut, where he meets his daughter in the sewers. It says while cut, we do see Spartan protecting a random girl during the shootout in the sewers, and this is his daughter. This was supposed to be seen again in the ending scene, standing next to her.
He like doesn't even see her. He just like knocks her back. Get for cover, sewer rat.
But it does say here some of the violent scenes with Simon Phoenix were also cut down and removed completely. For example, the scene where he rips out Warden Smithers' eye, a scene near the end where he kills several people inside the cryo prison with a machine gun, and the scene where he kills the guy from which he took the car after escaping the cryo prison.
That's it.
And also the final scene between him and John Spartan, where Spartan is shown taking some loose wire and shocking him. And they cut out some really good shit.
As always, executive.
I mean, there was already that fucking one great scene where there was electrocution put in there because fucking
pearl clutching.
Spartan had that fucking stun rod thingy, and when he and Phoenix were fighting in the first scene of the future
in the museum.
When they're like in the museum and like it's in the 90s section or whatever, and they're like in the water and fucking Phoenix is like, now it's time to die, John, or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, you didn't say Simon Says, and then fucking, shocks the fucking water.
And then
so what went wrong with like 2 fucking wires to go real quick? Like, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, that area made me laugh.
Now, what might have been a little bit too graphic is if he had like 2 cables where he like jammed them into like those cryogenic fucking freezing tubes. And if you like jam them into his fucking neck and you watch his head explode,
that sounds
all
cool.
That shit. That would have been fucking cool.
I mean,
and I would understand why you would cut that for the children.
But they kind of did that a little bit whenever they spoiler he kills him and freezes his fucking ass and then like knocks his fucking head off.
Yeah.
Heads up. Bam! Kicks his head off. Fucking awesome.
Mind you, it bounces from the higher point and then shatters from like when it.
Yeah, when it hits the ground.
Yeah, I don't fuck. Well, when it hits the ground, it hits. Where it bounces and then it crashes the second time, or like shatters.
Sure.
Well, it looked kind of
fake.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot cooler, Like,
yeah, there you go.
Did we
real?
did we need the bounce? Couldn't it have just shattered on the first floor hit?
I mean,
yeah, but
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess not. I mean,
maybe
whatever. I thought the museum was like the best.
It was the
fucking
special
scene
effects
in the movie.
guys. They're like, come on, man, you just can't let it shatter on the first go, man. We spent like 4.5 hours on this fucking model for every shoot where fucking Stallone misses and then he dents it and we gotta fix it and I mean,
we got another shot of the fucking head just in frame, just so I can like at least admire my work later on.
Right, it's like
So did you guys have a favorite scene in this movie?
Are you already jumping to that, Roland? We haven't even started talking about this movie.
So IMDb summarizes this in 1 sentence, dude, and that's pretty much it. Like,
well, I mean you get the gist of the movie. The fact that
let's go through
John's. You don't have to go through the whole movie. I mean, which is ridiculous to do a play-by-play.
Scene 1, we open to
right 1990X or whatever.
It was 1996. John Spartan is going after Simon Phoenix.
Right.
He fucking is looking for some hostages. Mm-hmm. Simon Phoenix is like acting real badass, says he doesn't have them anymore.
Cool, calm, and calculated. Spartan was too late. And
they bust out the movie magic where he starts a fire with a lit cigarette.
Well, because wasn't the line in there that they said at the end of the movie in their last fight where something like
yeah, he repeats it. And he's
isn't it cold in here?
Yeah, he's like good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's what you said when you took him down the first time. Ha ha. Like, yeah.
Is he like snorting a whole bunch of cocaine when he walks in?
He is.
He just all over the table, just and so
yeah, it was pretty funny.
So in the other movies with Wesley Snipes we talked about where outside of the shooting, he's like method acting. So was he just snorting copious amounts of crank, just like in his trailer and stuff, and then just like no one fucks with Simon Phoenix. Oh, I'm a master thief and tactician and
yeah,
give him a blow.
I almost pretty sure that's exactly what he did. He has to get into character, man.
He had some interns tied up underneath his trailer, bound and gagged. Or just all.
So basically, Stallone or John Spartan is pretty much duped into he pretty much he gets charged with involuntary manslaughter of 20 people or something.
Yeah.
Because he thinks that Simon Phoenix says that the hostages that he's looking for aren't there. Fucking building blows up and they find that there's bodies everywhere.
Right.
And then he gets charged.
Yeah, and so mind you, in the movie, in 1996, apparently we had all this amazing scanning technology and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they looked for heat signatures, and the whole building was cold except for where Phoenix and only a few of his goons were. So super cop Stallone goes in and like fucks things up, and then gets basically
the
trapped.
Demolition Man.
Yeah, place blows up, and then it gets pinned on him. But Phoenix had just stuffed the fucking corpses in like the floorboards of the fucking building or whatever.
Right.
And we do find out at the end of the movie that he had actually killed them already, and they were just the bodies there. So.
Which is why they come up on the heat scan and shit.
Yeah,
so.
Which is funny
why didn't that come into evidence?
I was just about to say that. Like, they have all this technology, but they couldn't say that.
And
yeah,
it was a cold reading, sir. It was a cold reading.
Yeah, they should have been able to determine that by investigating. But apparently, in this movie, just as in I forgot what other movie it was, where the justice system is pretty swift. Oh, I think it was Back to the Future too. Like it almost seems like it went from like one day to the next. Judge Dredd too, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wanted to submit that for our action movie shit villain tier.
Well, that'll be comic books next year, man.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really have a shitty villain per se. If it's got a shitty like main like. The main star, like
the protagonist,
Sylvester Stallone, Sylvester Stallone,
and his sidekicks, and that's Rob Snyder's fucking third or fourth best role, and Demolition Man's probably fifth or so.
Yeah, his part's a little bit smaller than that. Yeah, man, you were just dying to fucking say that, Roland.
Yes, I was.
I completely forgot that Rob Schneider was in this movie as well.
I forgot what I was doing. When I opened that door for Roland.
Oh yeah.
When I mentioned that movie. So speaking of this movie, it's a star-studded cast, yo. So we got Stallone, we got fucking Wesley Snipes, we got Sandra Bullock, we've got Rob Schneider, and
who else is
fucking
in this?
The guy from Law and Order,
Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah.
And
Nigel
I think
Hawthorne, Benjamin Bratt, yeah.
I think that kind of takes care of like
Associate Bob, Glenn Shaddix from fucking Beetlejuice.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Plays, the hell of the guy.
Fuck yeah! Oh Jesus, fuck man. He always plays these.
Dennis Leary.
Has he ever been in a fucking movie where he's just like a normal dude?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so, dude.
Like I only know of him in like this and Beetlejuice, but
he voiced the mayor in Nightmare Before Christmas. Roland
acting roles, not voice acting. Like him on screen, not.
He was in the Teen Titans cartoon series.
Next time you're in distance, I'm throwing my first empty beer can at you, bitch. That's a promise.
Let's see. Man, he's done. Actually, looks like he's done a lot of voice roles, but no, pretty much there's nothing. Jesus Christ, he's done a lot of fucking voice roles.
And then the asshole Dennis Leary.
Yeah, what it was like at the height of his career or some shit. I don't know.
I did read something where he didn't have like too many like speaking lines, but that they wanted him to rant. And I'm pretty sure you can point out the points where he just fucking goes off and just starts talking shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he just kind of took elements from like his asshole song and then kind of improv them. Where he's like, I wanna eat beef and drink beer and buckets of cheese and
get real fat and die young and people
that's my choice, or whatever. Like fuck you. I believe in freedom of speech. Yeah.
It sounds like a fucking Dennis Leary, right? It's got high energy for a few seconds, and then his brain just shits on itself, and he finally shuts the fuck up.
And his character's name is Edgar Friendly.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like,
just another person that I saw briefly, but I wasn't too sure if it was him. But I needed to make sure to check the cast. But Jesse Ventura was in there as well as one of the villains.
I saw that
in the background.
Where the fuck was he?
Yeah, he's in the credits, like in the intro of the movie. I was like, where?
He's in that table where Simon Phoenix is talking to all like those
all the idiots,
the criminals and stuff in the sewers.
They're like loot, pillage, and plunder.
All of the
cool.
So I don't know if I used this joke before, but so fucking Simon Phoenix and all of his goons that he like unfreezes for his final planet hatching, they all look like they were fucking extras in the California Love music video.
Nice. I was thinking they were Mad Max fucking like extras or some shit.
They used the leftover costumery from fucking Mad Max, and so then so that was a masterful stroke by fucking what was it? LL Cool J and Tupac that did that fucking video, because these were fucking twice used fucking costumes. They must have got a killing of a steal off of rental on those. Perfect.
They're real fucking like eco-friendly in the future or whatever. They made all that armor out of like recycled tire treads or some dumb shit or bike tread. They look so fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude, it was like they're like were like reading books in like the post after the earthquake, and they're like, in South America they made Yankees tire sandals. We can make tire weapons and tire armor and hats and
It looked like morons. But
yeah, that was also
the future.
I saw that Jack Black was in there as well.
Wait, what?
As Jack Black was in the movie as well, but he's like in the background.
All right,
as one of like the sewer people as well.
You know what, dude? All right, I pull the other one. It's got bells on, motherfucker.
That is some horse shit of the highest grade
bullshit.
Yes.
So star-studded cast, huh?
Yeah.
Ray, we called you out.
I'm looking to see like
stand and deliver, bitch.
Where is this crap? Yeah, he's on there, dude. Wasteland Scrap. Good God damn it. What?
I corrected.
Jesus Christ. Why? All right, whatever.
Yeah. And surprisingly enough, Rob Schneider isn't credited in this movie, but I mean, he's obviously there.
That's weird. Yeah,
that's what it says, but I mean, I don't.
What?
I could have sworn I saw his name.
Credited? It says? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's uncredited, yeah.
He's literally
funny.
There interacting with Stallone in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's not
like
that.
His Stallone's character hates him. He's a geek, fucking dillweed.
And this is why his career never took off, because people didn't know he was in this movie because he wasn't in the fucking credits.
And then Surf came along and boom! No, actually, that was this came after Surf Ninjas.
So
so he was able to kind of springboard into this fucking Stallone flick after fucking Surf Ninjas, but it wasn't fucking credited, and that's how it died. And he had to make all those stupid the animal and the hot chick
after shit until Judge Dredd. he got another shot with Stallone.
Oh well, Dredd was what, 95, and then all of his terrible movies were like in the
also
late
90s,
early 2000s. Yeah,
the late 90s, early 2000s was like almost
animal
cinema of
dude. There
Rob
was
Schneider.
It was a veritable Wild West of rough ass movies from all these comedians.
Yes, it was.
And what was kind of interesting is how some of the like mid to late 90s like SNL movies, like post like Wayne's World,
like MacGruber, The Ladies Man.
Well, I'm talking about I was talking about The Ladies Man.
Good ones, I'm sorry.
Fucking what was it? Superstar was on that list.
Oh, fuck that movie. It's Pat was another one, wasn't it? Or what?
It's Pat. Yeah. And these just kind of like.
Was Corky Romano one of them too?
I think so.
I don't know if it was one where it was like Chris Kattan kind of jumping off into like Boogie a comedy.
Was it Boogie Nights? No. Fuck, I'm trying to I'm blanking. It's
the one with Will Ferrell and
all three of them doing their stupid head whiplash crap or what the fuck was that one called again?
I don't recall.
Oh, Christ.
But it's I mean, they were SNL movies in the late 90s were pretty fucking terrible. So
Night at the Roxbury.
God
damn it. God damn that fucking movie. All right, I'm done. Let's.
Another little.
Oh, we haven't
little,
even gotten past the first fucking scene. All right.
Not true, but just a real small bit about the actual characters, or who would have been the characters. Apparently, it was originally offered to Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal, and they both turned it down.
To be the protagonist, right?
Yeah, to be John Spartan.
I was reading here that
Jackie Chan, it was supposed to be Simon Phoenix.
Nice, yeah, but he was like, he turned it down because they said that like sort of
that would have been amazing.
Like,
and then, holy shit. So that would have been such a great meta thing, because if Jackie Chan played the role of Simon Phoenix, and then in the movie when Sandra Bullock did the kick, and then she learned it from watching Jackie Chan movies, that would have been fucking perfect. Fuck you, Hollywood, for not carrying through on that. You had a fucking perfect
because apparently, like, for his image or whatever, it wasn't a good look, because he always plays heroes, and for him to switch into the villain, like, he thought it would damage his career or some such like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it said.
God damn it! No, the joke was there.
Yeah,
perfect, pure, unadulterated, beautiful.
Yay!
Fuck you guys.
And Lori Petty was supposed to be the character that Sandra Bullock plays, Lieutenant Leanna Huxley.
Who the fuck is she? I can't
Lori Petty was Tank Girl. Do you know who Tank Girl is?
Oh yeah, definitely. Damn.
Yeah.
Her. Was that like the last movie she was in, or?
Oh, wasn't that?
I think she did Point Break as well.
Because it was one of the worst movies. I've always thought she was hot, but.
Point Break. Everyone's seen Point Break.
Yeah.
Well, she's the girl. She's the girl who's like in love with Keanu Reeves' character.
I remember Tank Girl better, and that's vaguely at that. But
yeah, she's Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Word. Gotcha.
But so I mean, surprisingly, we ended up on the tail end of the chosen actors and actresses for this movie, which ended up being Stallone, Snipes, and Sandra Bullock.
Right.
So,
and Rob Schneider, like, God damn it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was the first choice.
It's an okay substitute. Like Sandra Bullock is.
All right, we need a little snarky little dickhead who can puke on cue. Right. Who possibly? Rob Schneider.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was an SNL skit that locked in the role for him. You ever seen that SNL skit where Rob Schneider has an orgasm like at any point during the skit? Like they open the window. This is like before the jizz in my pants thing. Like they open the window and a gust of wind blows him, and then he has an orgasm. And he ends up dying at the end of the skit because he falls out like the window.
Oh, that was an SNL skit, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like you were just watching.
Like someone says, like, "Hey, do you want some chips? You want some chips?" And he starts like fucking having an orgasm and shit.
Oh, what's the point of it? Like, does he have like a trigger word or some shit, or just like people?
No, like anything triggers
stimulus on his like dick, basically.
Oh, basically. Yeah, that sounds like Rob Schneider here.
So, I guess going back to the movie, that's when after Spartan gets charged with involuntary manslaughter, he gets cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, because
apparently in 1990,
good old Phoenix, like they both get put on ice.
They both get frozen.
And apparently in 1996 we had this technology as well to cryogenically freeze people.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is, right? Let's just...
they have Dahmer in there, too, apparently.
Yeah. He finds out
after he was apparently dead, you know?
Right, yeah. They're like...
Love this guy.
Yeah. Simon Phoenix is a big...
So, apparently, I forgot the guy's name who had been, like, implanting stuff in his brain while he was cryogenically frozen.
Oh, you mean...
Cocteau?
Yeah.
Cocteau, yeah.
Dr. Raymond
what a great name.
When Simon Phoenix gets his parole hearing, he pretty much has all the knowledge and
he's like a fucking kung fu master. He can fucking hack a goddamn. Like,
but wasn't he like a kung fu person prior to that?
No, because
he was a terrorist basically, like a gang leader, like drug running. Because like when
John Spartan whoops his ass pretty easily.
Skipping forward into the movie a bit, like when he first emerges and they're like, using a computer to try to like detect what his next moves would be. Like they're like, oh, he's gonna set up a drug lab and then like try to do that. And which Spartan shits all over, rightly. Like he's gonna get a gun.
You fucking stupid! Like you think he wants to start a business?
Blow shit up. Yeah.
It's like he's gonna get a gun. And
but actually,
and like that's their oh fuck moment because he's like, but the only place you'll find a gun is a museum. Like, and that's what sets off the bells in your fucking brain. Like, okay, sure.
So,
the museum
about good old Simon Phoenix. I'm gonna read from that little wiki article that Ray sent us. It was from the Villains Wiki, villains.fandom.com.
Oh yeah, which apparently I searched for Lopan, and Lopan is it's almost like a website card, like stats for villains apparently.
So his occupation, criminal mastermind. Powers and skills, he quickly adapts to any situation, uses it to his advantage. There's martial arts, marksmanship, cunning, trickery, and combat prowess. His hobby is killing people, causing mayhem, and spreading chaos.
I like the goals that he has. Have John Spartan imprisoned for his own murderous crimes. Succeeded.
His crimes include theft, controlled substances, grand theft auto, driving under the influence, arson, incrimination, murders, smuggling, counterfeiting, extortion, torture, kidnapping, assaults, inciting to riot, and terrorism.
I think in the movie it says they're on like a list that like they were on the list or whatever. I saw rape on there too. It's like what? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do think rape was on there. On the when they brought up like the computer file that was like locked, and then Bullock's character had to
hack into
or like use her
access the files.
Use her super duper police credentials.
Yeah, it looked like she pounded on the print screen button a couple times or some shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they hit like the same like 3 buttons like in the Star Wars movie where like Padme used like the same button to like use a comm system and then just start the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great blooper, kids.
Gotta love
that. One of the things they said, it says here in that wiki, was that Phoenix was released from his confinement with a rehabilitation program that gave him astounding new skills and extra strength to help them adapt to the future.
Right, yeah. So like at one point,
and hey, fans,
he fucking flings somebody out of a police car like 20 feet in the air, some shit with one hand.
Yeah. Do you guys want to know what Stallone's character got when he was being rehabilitated?
Oh, yeah.
Knitting.
Yeah, he became a seamstress.
I became a seamstress? A seamstress.
Yeah, he starts
to be a boxer and then a cop. And
now I can knit a sweater like a motherfucker.
Sorry. Yeah. I used to be a boxer and then a soldier guy and then a cop, and now
he's a cross between fucking what's that? God damn it, the basketball player we just talked about not too long ago, Shaq. Sorry.
Oh.
Like a cross between. It almost sounds like fucking your version of Shaq too. So he gets like you already said, Spartan gets knitting, and while Simon Phoenix gets all these like crazy skills and whatnot, useful, and he has been programmed to kill Edgar Friendly, which is the Dennis Leary character, by Dr. Raymond Cocteau.
Yeah, Cocteau. And
which it kind of backfires because he ends up killing. What Simon Phoenix gives one of his henchmen.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. So it's really funny to me like how the future works. Apparently, everybody is really fucking stupid. They're huge chicken shits, and they do not think anything through what the fuck ever. Like, he programs this one guy to make it so that he does what he wants, and also so that he can't kill him. Like, oh, okay, that's kind of useful. But what he doesn't do is fucking stop any of the other people that he revives from the freeze to do it.
Well, it's because the dumbest shit ever.
And he even agreed to it. He even agreed to it. Like when Phoenix asks Cocteau, he's like, "Hey, I need some friends," and Cocteau's like, "Yeah, sure."
And actually, one of the lines I wrote down was from that interaction when after
when he's talking
Phoenix
about
broke
who
into and he was like, trying to recruit, and he was like, and none of them motherfuckers from New York. They are too uptight. And so I was like, was that kind of a funny jab at New Jack City, which came out in 91? Like,
maybe it's funny. There are a lot of references in there. Like they make the one about the Schwarzenegger library, and Stallone gets pissed. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he was the president. The president." You know, like really? Yeah. So there are a lot of pretty cool little references in there.
Well, I mean, speaking of like what the future is like, and I believe it's 2032.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
So 12 years from now, folks.
12 years from now.
34 years. Yeah, because that's how long Stallone was frozen for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we might. In our current state and the lack of toilet paper, we may be implementing those
the 3 seashells.
The seashells.
The 3 seashells. And actually, I was gonna send you guys some memes about it, and I wanted to bring it up on the podcast.
Did you find the one where they used the shell to scrape the shit out of their ass? Somebody did a how-to meme, and it was the funniest thing.
Apparently, in an interview,
they used the shell, they basically shit on the shell, and then use another one to scrape their butthole.
Apparently, Sylvester Stallone said that you're supposed to use the seashells as to clamp the shit out, and the other one to scrape the rest of the shit.
Yeah. and we're the savages? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell, guys?
Now I have a question.
Then they share that shit. Fuck man.
It's disgusting.
Who washes those? Do they just wash them dip them in the toilet?
So an incinerator thing or what? Fuck.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
the future is gross.
And in this future, you can't use cuss words or anything like that. And John Spartan, in order to wipe his own ass.
Yeah, he solves the problem.
He solves the problem by cussing, and the paper fines keep popping out, and he uses that to wipe his ass.
What did he say? Shit-faced duck fucking ass.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It's amusing.
Stupid ass idiot.
And anytime throughout the rest of the movie, after anyone swears, you always hear the in the background somewhere. You've been charged. I always thought it was really funny.
Except in the police car, which I thought was interesting.
Wait, really? Didn't they have one in there?
No, because there was a scene where Stallone's saying dropping F-bombs all over the place, and
they didn't?
There was no or whatever. It was right before they started looking up the file on Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
what else is the police are non-violent? They only have stunners.
Fucking lame.
So this is highlighted, I think, best in the scene where Rob Snyder, Bullock, Benjamin Bratt, and all the other police are watching the live feed of the first incident of Phoenix fucking up all the cops.
Surrounded,
murdered.
And Snyder's character says, "We're police officers. We're not trained for this kind of violence, or whatever."
I thought it was really funny
that
when
perfectly encapsulates the police force.
Yeah, what does Simon Phoenix tell that cop when they're standing outside surrounding him the cop is like, Simon Phoenix, get on the ground, put your hands behind your head, and Phoenix is like, what does he say? He's like, fuck you or some shit. And the guy, I thought it was the funniest thing. He talks to his little computer. It's like the criminal or the maniac has responded with a scornful remark.
They're repeat the orders in a more stern voice, and at the end add or else.
What? So fucking dumb. That was pretty funny.
What else about the future? Let me see here.
Let's get into
all
it.
The restaurants. So apparently there was a franchise war.
Exactly, and we're in that right now, folks. We're right. Everybody's in quarantine. What's open right now? Fucking restaurants.
Yeah, so right now McDonald's is pitting out against Jack in the Box and Taco Bell and Dairy Queen and all these fucking places. And apparently
Whataburger will rise to the top, right?
Yeah, but according to the world of Demolition Man,
Taco Bell
wins.
Has won.
So all restaurants are Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I don't know. That's not too terrible. But I was just like, why do they get this like fancy like cheese and like maybe some salsa
weird ass like
dribbled on chips? Yeah.
Serving.
I was like, where the fuck are just the 7-layer burritos and the fucking nachos and let's keep it real, yo.
Nope.
Everyone, as an appetizer, everybody's getting like those cinnamon stick swirl things.
Yeah, none of those were there. Like, so I call bullshit on that version of Taco Bell, Landia.
What else?
All restaurants are Taco Bell.
You can't. Any sort of physical contact is illegal.
Oh, right. They do the
you
almost.
Can't,
almost
there's no caffeine, alcohol, nicotine,
heat,
cigarettes, fats, like
no
shit.
punani. You have to. They're very progressive.
You have to use like really good VR porn.
Abortion is outlawed, but so is pregnancy. You have to go to the doctor and get permission.
You go to the. Where do they say you go to the lab for a baby?
To the sperm farm.
The sperm farm, yeah.
Where they it's like peroxide and like cleaner on the sperm before they dump it in the egg, which they bleach. So they have these like totally dull and inane fucking idiot ass sheep population.
There you
moron fuckwits.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah.
Speaking of the sex scene in the movie, like. Is it just like something like attacks like the neurons or something?
About our MilQuest interactions, guys.
No,
it brings me joy.
Just like VR ish, some shit. Or whatever.
It's like VR, and then like just let's give you like little. I don't know how it works because it's like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it like hit the neurons or something?
Bullock's tits and shit, and does it give you the sensations that she's riding your cock or like?
Yeah, it's just weird.
I mean, if that's the case, our VR is pretty like high tech now compared to what that is. It seems.
Yeah,
I mean,
and at least we get those fuckers. At least ours have gloves where you can like interact with the world. Yeah, and shit. So there was like no like titty tweaking or anything going on in this scene.
No, right? Yeah, like
random flashes of her like doing a lap dance.
Like,
that was like all it was.
Was she just gonna sit there and like cream her robes and like fucking Stallone was gonna sit there and jizz his pants, you know, like, and then they're just gonna go their separate ways, right? Like, what the fuck is?
And then so Stallone be like. Say they like garbage. Shot their loads, and Stallone's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Well, I only said the exchange of fluids is illegal, not that like producing them isn't."
Right? Yeah.
Like, why do you think I got into a robe, silly? It was for sex.
Yeah, exactly. She throws a napkin or whatever. Clean yourself off. Get the fuck out. I'm done with you. She's like, I mean, it's not. It's probably legalish. Edgy, whatever. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's sex. I mean, that's. I guess upstanding citizens do that kind of a sexual encounter because I mean, at some point, Stallone turns on his TV and there's a naked chick, like trying to tempt some person that she calls the wrong number.
Yeah, it was a video call.
There's people still fucking, but I mean, it's obviously not.
Exactly.
It's frowned upon,
right?
According to societal
like heavily
rules.
Discouraged by fucking square ass motherfuckers that like walking around in robes and dressing up like the fucking Pope for some reason or whatever. Idiots. Yeah, fuck. So like Cocteau is walking around with like a fucking kimono for the most part. Dennis Leary makes a joke about Associate Bob at the end. He's like, dude, pick a color. Like you look like a couch. Like what's with the gloves? You know, like because they're fucking silly ass looking people. Yeah. As at one point Cocteau is sipping from his little like sake cup or whatever, or it's tea, right? But it's still like, okay, this is a little odd, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. So apparently in the future, there's like this weird like infusion of like token Asian-y looking things like kimonos and like the rice paddy hats and I think you know what, I think Bob was wearing clogs at one point if I'm not mistaken, or he was wearing sandals, little sandal thingies in the socks and shit. Fucking stupid. Like
it's hilarious to see them just So I thought it was really funny though, like when Simon Phoenix. I mean, okay, like so let's sort of get back to that. He gets right, like you said, he gets thawed, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Like he knows all of these things that he shouldn't know. It's like when the warden was questioning him, like talking to him about his priors and like the conditions of his parole or that kind of shit. He's fucking responding in Spanish, and like he starts getting pissed. He's like, "Stop it!" I was like, "Ha, racist." Fuck you, you prick. And then he's like, "Do you have anything to say?" And he's like, "Yeah, teddy bear." And like, why would you make that as a password? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, you milquetoast bitches. That is so fucking stupid. And
Which,
then like
maybe because Spanish is the language of resistance. No, because
you're making it sound way cooler than
No. Well, I have some supporting ideas for that, or idea.
No.
When Stallone and all them go down to the underground to go seek out Edgar Friendly, and he buys the fucking rat bird, but they interact in Spanish.
yeah. She tells him.
And so maybe it was frustrating to the status quo when Phoenix was responding in Spanish, like a language of like, it wasn't the, state approved fucking way to communicate anymore, because fuck Mexicans and brown people.
Everybody
except for like elements of Japanese culture that they just hijack. And oh wait, brown people, it's okay, we take Taco Bell from you as well, because it was just business, right? Nothing
Call
personal.
a taco a burrito, you fucking bastards. How dare you? Yeah, so maybe. I mean, like, I appreciate the healthy infusion of logic that you're trying to throw in here, man. But again, I think you're giving them more credit than they absolutely deserve. You're making it sound way better than what it probably ended up being.
Fuck you.
What does Phoenix say? Like when he first goes in the sewers, like he gets hit by like a wave of fog.
Oh, I have that written down. Oh shit.
I love that.
I love that smell. Reminds me of biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. I was like, jumping into the fucking sewers.
Shit. Which reminds me of another quote. I need to work this in. I was gonna try to do it organically, but it hasn't come up yet. But
yeah,
you guys, like how so listeners, like in the future, apparently the character played by Sandra Bullock has studied.
She's got a real lady
past a little bit
for the fucking classics of the 20th century.
And so when Stallone's around, she keeps trying to use all these terms of phrase and slang and idiom and things like man, you really licked his ass after the first interaction with Phoenix. And so that reminded me of a fucking story with my mom, dude. So like, I remember what game we were playing. I think it was like Bananagrams or some card game or something. And my mom was like so frustrated. She's like, "Man, y'all just licked my ass!" Like, and I was like, "Huh?" My sister about started dying laughing, and my mom didn't realize what she had said.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that. And what game were you playing?
Monopoly.
I think it was Bananagrams.
Bananagrams.
What's your boggle?
Yeah. What's your bobble? And enhance your calm.
Yes, enhance your calm.
Oh, let's go blow this guy.
Right.
That was another great Sandra Bullock quote. It's like, let's go blow this guy away.
Blow the guy away. Yeah.
She's got away with words.
Yeah.
She says another one, and then like by that point, she's like, I don't care. I forgot what. When they were going down into the sewer, to look for Edgar Friendly. What does she say? He finally matched his meat.
Oh no, that was the Phoenix. That was when she did the whole "you licked his ass."
Licked his ass. Yeah, that's right. He's like, met your match.
Yeah, he
kicked his ass.
He really met his meat, and he really licked his ass. Like, it's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah. So So yeah, like she's got a huge fucking, like I said, lady boner for the fucking 20th century. Her apartment is like full of
dude, guys. You know what this movie
shit.
is kind of?
She's got a Lethal Weapon
without
poster
the
up on
alternate
on
reality
the wall.
aspect. This is like a reverse lethal or reverse last action hero.
How so?
Where it's basically kind of like time travel involved
wait,
and shit, and like the hero worship and stuff, and it's like
isn't like when
okay.
Schwarzenegger's in the video store and Stallone is on the TT poster.
Yeah,
I can see that, yeah.
There's like all
We
Maybe
should
that was
do
intentional, yeah.
you know what? We should do Last Action Hero as well. Like, you know, before we get into Commando, I want I submit that. Fuck, damn! But I already picked another one for my birthday. Damn
it's
it!
not too late. You can always change your mind, Roland.
I know.
It's completely up to you, Roland. I mean,
It's what your birthday is to you.
I think I'm gonna. I think always. I think I might do that because, like, technically, like that one is good for. So the main reason I picked that one for suggested was because of the villain. Like John Leguizamo is awesome in fucking Spawn. He's fucking hilarious, but it's a comic book fucking movie. So like,
can save it for next year.
Save it for next year, and that would probably be better.
Help fill out that list.
Yeah, you know what? That's perfect.
Because we're already fucked up and done Steel and Blank Man and Shadow and Rocketeer.
Okay, so yeah, I mean some of those.
Well, not a comic book, but superhero. Fuck you.
Right. Well, no. Like last year, it was that was the bit. It was ninjas and superheroes, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Ninjas and black superheroes, actually.
Yeah.
that's right. It was black superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's
so
why
I guess we
did Meteor Man and
Blank Man, and
Steel.
So like a slightly more niche than just straight comic.
And Ernest
books.
Scared Stupid and
Yeah.
Dude, I have a hypothesis that like Ernest was actually black, but like we can get into that in another episode.
Yeah, save that. That seems like a whole one. I'm not ready to go down right now.
Whenever we get to what is it, Slam Dunk Ernest, we can talk about it. Okay.
So are you saying that, like the first movie like recorded incidents of whiteface or perpetual whiteface outside?
No, I think that like there was just like in his family line there was like, you know, some strangers in the wood pile, and there was a stigma put on like on his family, and so that's why like people in the town, because like all these fucking white folk are like, you know, fuck you. And then when we get to Slam Dunk Ernest, he's like trying so hard to play basketball and hang out with a bunch of black guys. Yeah. And they also reject him because he's, you know, a little honky redneck guy. So yeah, I think Ernest was actually black.
Cool. Okay.
I want to explore that more later, and hopefully future drunk me remembers that kind of tangent, because actually that just occurred to me. But
interesting. Okay, so
so we weren't off topic that month, actually. I guess
not
quite as much. I thought it was,
okay, so I guess since we're talking about villains, what are your, I guess, favorite scenes from Simon Phoenix, Wesley Snipes?
My favorite scene, easily, is when Simon Phoenix first goes into the museum, and he walks up behind that guy and just slams his head in the glass. He's like, "Oh, dude, didn't see you there."
Dude, I fucking laughed hard when I saw that shit. It just looks funny, dude.
Like, he just walks by and just both hands just slams the guy's fucking head in the glass. This guy's just standing there and minding his own business. Like, "Huh, didn't see you there." Like,
you know, it's funny because like when I laughed at that, I was like, it shouldn't be that funny, but just the way he does it,
so stupid.
It's just fucking funny.
Yeah, he just strolls in very like completely nonchalant. And
one of my favorite scenes with him is like where it demonstrates how smart he is, but then how fucking stupid he is.
Oh,
because when he first gets the shotgun, he's loading up or whatever. And he's like, "Wait a minute, this is the future. Where are the laser guns?
Or the phasers?"
You know? And so he goes, he gets the fucking gun. He's like, listens to the intro and shit. He's like, "So what kind of fucking batteries I need for this motherfucker?" You know, like it was so fucking stupid, man. But
That was fucking great. That whole thing, like,
which is a hole in that whole like technology training and mastery bullshit he got like
I mean, yeah,
with
so
because he would know about that stuff.
Right, exactly. He fucking goes from pissing around with a shotgun to a goddamn laser gun to starting a fucking cannon. Like, pretty cool.
Dude, it's
what he was programmed to do gave him pretty much every piece of knowledge that he would need in any aspect of the future.
Which is why I was just like, why is he like, dude, what is this batteries, dude?
Because he's still a goofy bastard.
Like,
it didn't make him smarter. Like, all this stuff was unconsciously put into him. He doesn't know.
I think all of the stuff that fucking Phoenix did in that museum, though, would have been almost the exact actions like Heath Ledger's Joker would have taken if like led in that arsenal in that scenario. Like, that's
cool.
And kind of almost the same, like Giddy, like dancing around, picking shit up, and
yes, the difference is that Joker's Joker's knowledge isn't in like it's not unconscious. He's actually basically a fucking genius chemist and like engineer. If you've seen some of the shit the motherfucker's done in the comics, like he's cloned people. Do you know like the Bizarro character, the Bizarro Superman? Those fucked up. So like those were created by Joker. Like he fucking cloned the motherfuckers.
Oh no shit!
And made all of
those. I thought
those.
they were from like another like reality or whatever.
No. Like
or another Earth. You know.
There was so fucking DC changes their stories, but I know at one point like
and
Batman.
We can't even get into how like much they retcon their shit because they did like Rebirth and the New 52.
The Joker's a genius. Like he's essentially like a fucking polymath at some things. It's real fucking crazy. But that would be cool as fuck. That sounds super interesting. To have him fucking go, and I mean like. I could see that pretty easily because Simon Phoenix's character, like, he's pretty much like a blonde fucking black Joker or whatever.
And with that, like,
with the same goofy ass attitude.
And on that fucking wiki, at the end of it, it describes Simon Phoenix the type of like villain he is. It's a anarchistic psychopath.
Oh, that's
which exactly, totally fits that like Heath Ledger Joker
visage. Of chaos. Yeah. That's a pretty good parallel. I like it.
What about Daniel? You had mentioned yours, did you? Or
no, it was just me.
It was just you, okay.
Well, yeah, like him getting the laser. I thought that was like a funny, like badass, like genius/stupid scene of like Phoenix. But like pretty much like all through the movie, like all of his interactions, like with the computers and stuff, like fuck you and shit, like just
like Wesley Snipes has great lines in this and scenes in this whole movie.
I fucked up because like I didn't start like deciding to take notes until like 45 or 50 minutes into the fucking movie, so so I missed a bunch of stuff. Like I was surprised I remembered the whole Stallone, you didn't say Simon Says bullshit, which I thought was a funny like
Simon says
with that character. Yeah, Simon says this. Simon says sit down as he when he set the the system haywire. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I thought it was kind of interesting though that like Snipes apparently had to like slow his punches down because they were the camera was like it looked funny because he was moving too fast, so they asked him to slow down.
Guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's the method acting that we're talking about. Further supported, guys.
Let me see. Stallone himself was okay in the movie. Like nothing really stands out too much for me.
No, like he's the same character he plays in every action fucking movie. It's like all those other people, like
another Schwarzenegger.
But it seems more like
another Schwarzenegger,
Bruce Willis,
another link to Schwarzenegger and Stallone and this whole like Terminator, Last Action Hero, Demolition Man universe. Yeah. They both have their little naked buff man glory crouch over moments.
Yeah. What did Senator Bullock say? I thought you were the like take no prisoners, shoots shoots all or whatever the fuck kind of person. But it turns out you're the, what did she say, like reluctant gunslinger that doesn't like to, that tries not to pull his gun unless he needs to or
unless he
something
has
like
to
that.
or whatever. He's like, I'm not that either. Yeah,
real humble. I'm not any of those things. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're that in every goddamn movie. Like, get the fuck out of here. Man. Okay. All right, dude. Is that another fucking joke?
Yeah. So nothing as far as like Stallone is concerned. Just average character. Nothing too great about him in this one.
What was your favorite? Some of your favorite scenes, Ray?
Yeah.
From Wesley Snipes.
Well,
I
no,
guess from any
like,
of it,
I mean,
really,
Yeah,
man.
anything. Honestly,
Seashells.
when I was watching, nah, fuck that. When I was watching the movie, I did enjoy pretty much every fight scene because it almost seems like
They're
Wesley
cool.
Snipes is like slamming the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah, he's
and he
beating
kind of
the
has the
shit out
same.
of
He
everyone.
kind of has like the same moves, like that fucking clothesline with the hand
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And,
it was like,
all those fucking
they-
like judo
you know,
chops.
so I guess the choreographers were Blade, just watched that movie and were like, well, fuck it, if it ain't broken.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I did enjoy. I mean, I like Wesley Snipes when he comes out in movies because he's fucking funny too. So, all those little joke type of lines that he has. I mean, I enjoyed every one of those.
So I almost think he's
you know.
when
I
he's,
forgot
like,
what scene
peppy and
what,
shit.
what scene it was when he's calling the other guy and he goes, "You."
Yeah. That was so that was the beginning when he's talking to the warden.
Right, okay,
He knocks him up and against the wall, beats the shit, kills all those other people, and then as the warden's trying to like crawl away, he does that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean,
good.
he's supposed to be like a
hilarious.
terrifying character. I mean, as far as the audience is concerned, and speaking for
Right.
myself, I mean, you don't see him as like a terrifying character.
No,
He's
don't.
like funny,
You don't
but
hate
like
him at all.
he does like some like fucking heinous things to these people.
Yeah, you're like, I shouldn't laugh at this, but he's so goddamn charming.
You know when he's holding the eye of that fucking
How's that charisma? Two of
parole
them.
guy, and he says "Have a nice day." He's like,
Yeah.
He picks it up and he's like twirling the eye, and he's like, "Yeah,
I will.
you too."
You too, yeah. That's pretty great.
But yeah, Sandra Bullock again, just fairly average.
She's good at playing, I guess the co-star, like representative of what, or
That
the
culture's
distillation
about or
of that
whatever.
entire fucking chicken shit culture.
Yeah.
Like she's very good about that. she's
the bouncing wall, man. It's like in every like sci-fi book. I mean, it goes back to like whenever like Ursula K. Le Guin wrote like The Dispossessed, and you send this anarchist mathematician from this moon that was historically settled by people who left the planet that was becoming hyper civilized and shit because they wanted to maintain like principles of anarchy in their society. But this guy was such a genius mathematician that they had this special agreement to send him to the home world or whatever. And there's always interactions. Brave New World was fucking John Savage. That was another thing I thought about with this movie. John Spartan and then John Savage from fucking Brave New World. Mm-hmm. And there was a line from Phoenix telling him, he's like, "This is a Brave New World, John." And I can't remember what the last little tail end of it was.
So
right before he bombed the area.
There's some trivia in here that you mentioned Brave New World and Huxley's character, which is just funnily enough. Her name's a combination of Lenina Crown and Aldous Huxley. Crown being from
that's
Brave New
fucking
World.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, shit.
Good guess, huh?
So much more depth to this movie than we anticipated.
I'm telling you guys, layers and layers and layers, man.
Right,
Sandra
Bullock's
man,
character
like-
is such a sexy onion in this movie.
Fucking jackass.
What was actually speaking of a book?
of sexy onions?
Apparently it was like it was adapted. It was supposed to be. It's a comic book, right? An adaptation, or it was after the fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it says. Hold on here. Let me see here. It says a 4-part limited series comic adaptation was published by DC Comics starting November 1993. So it was just after the movie was released. Yeah. Not before. Just after. But there was a book that apparently that it was this whole movie was plagiarized from, allegedly.
Ooh, scandal.
From,
what's up?
A Hungarian science fiction writer named István Nemir.
Drama.
Says that most of Demolition Man is based on his novel, is it Holtek Hardcore, which is, I guess in English, Fight of the Dead, and it was published in 1986. It says that in the novel, a terrorist and his enemy, a counterterrorism soldier, are cryogenically frozen and awakened in the 22nd century to find violence has been purged from society. It says Namir claimed that a committee proved that 75% of the film is identical to the book, and he chose not to initiate a lawsuit as it would have been too expensive for him to hire a lawyer and fight against the major Hollywood forces in the United States.
What was the name of that book again in English?
Fight of the Dead.
Okay, that doesn't sound anything like Demolition Man. So there's different properties.
They stole my story. I created it. It's mine.
And the guy claimed that Hollywood has plagiarized works from many Eastern European writers after the fall of the Iron Curtain, and that he knows the person he claims to be responsible for illegally selling his idea to the filmmakers.
Ooh!
Wow, conspiracy. Yeah.
Oh well. Well, you know what? Maybe because of this controversy,
your little shitty little movie or a shitty little book would have been turned into a movie otherwise. So like,
yeah. Well, I was gonna say maybe more people are actually reading his book now just because of this situation. So.
Yeah,
right. If he was smart,
scandal,
if he was smart, he would have folded that in.
That's like, yeah, it's fucking own it.
See.
Yeah.
So is there anything else as far as like the story or like bits of the movie that we have left out of our discussion?
Fuck.
We've talked about the future. We've talked about like synopsis of the movie.
Why is the resistance resisting this brave new world? Oh, we haven't gotten to that at all.
Okay, then let's talk about that.
And what kind of banditry and shit they're up to. And
because basically fucking the society is turned into like a bunch of vegan chicken shits or whatever. Like, so these, the what did they call them? The wastelanders. They want to eat fucking meat and salt and beer. Like that's the first thing fucking Stallone asked.
They want fucking America. They want fucking America.
Like, do you smell
Leary's character, Edgar Friendly, claimed one of his crimes was being a free thinker or whatever.
Yeah, good God.
Well, but if you think about it, you get a couple people that have kind of become aware of the situation and said, we don't want to play. Well, what are our options? Well, I guess we're down to the sewers because that's what's left.
It's just that line sounds like such a Dennis Leary, like fucking smells.
Oh no, that was definitely one of his like,
goddamn.
No, that was like one of his like rant scenes because they're like, here's the broad like sketch of what we want you to say, and he's like,
cringy, man.
I got this from a comedy special.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a fucking revolutionary.
Right.
Let me talk about Ford Motors now.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, he's so full of shit.
Let me get on a TV show called Rescue Me about firefighters that started airing right after 9/11. I'm totally not trying to get on that, wave of sympathy from fucking, the inside job perpetuated by fucking so many forces, guys. Read David Icke. Oh, it goes so deep.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I brought that in. Fuck you guys. But I'm going to weave that in. This fucking book's amazing.
Good job, Danny.
Well, thank you.
So, can we move on to ratings? What do you think? Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll go with Roland first, since it is close to his birthday month. What is your rating of Demolition Man from 1993? 1 out of 5.
So, I guess my favorite parts about this movie are just how fucking like pathetic the future seems to be, but at the same time, like Wesley Snipes as a villain is fucking hilarious and like just amazingly great and violent throughout this whole thing. And I don't know, like watching it doesn't feel like a rated R movie to me until I guess the sex scene with fucking Stallone
the
and
titties,
right, and then the titty call.
And by that, I don't even think that those were Sandra Bullock's tits in that scene.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
They were stand-in tits.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fairly common in Hollywood.
Probably. But what
don't they have like stunt cocks too? Right, they got stunt cocks as well.
Yeah. Wasn't.
It came up in Orgasmo, another movie we need to do for like the superhero genre.
But if I'm not mistaken, that literally happened in what was that movie that Willem Dafoe was in? Ray,
Antichrist.
You were the one that told me about that. That like.
Well, I'm not too sure if they use a stunt.
But it's still funny. It's still a funny story either way. And like,
I mean, if it's true, it's funny. I mean, if they didn't, also it's still pretty funny as well.
Willem Dafoe like dropped trial, and the director was like, "No, this is ridiculous." You gotta, like,
because apparently he said his dick was too big.
Yeah. Yeah. So they had to get somebody with a smaller cock to stand in for it. Yeah.
Hey, you do what you got to do, you know.
Hollywood. So, yeah, I actually really enjoy this movie. It is one of my favorites. I'll give it a 3.5. No, I'll give it a 3.6. Yeah.
Wow.
3.6 out of 5.
3.6 out of 5.
Because the characters in the plot in the story are cool, funny, and you know, just like appropriate, but like the villain, the main villain, which isn't to say Simon Phoenix, I mean, you know, Cocktoes, is an idiot. Like he tries like and the shallowest fucking plan ever. Like fucking John Spartan figures out it's him like almost instantly. He's just like, look this up, you know, like who did the brainwashing program? Oh, they're all made by Dr. Cocteau. Like, oh wow, detective work complete. All right, I figured it out, you know, like, and he just goes and confronts him, and there's like, well, whatever, like you're going back to jail, and then he's like, be fucked, and, you know, does his stupid shit, you know. And then like the next scene, fucking Phoenix like throws the gun to his buddy and he's like, kill this guy, it's pissing me off. And they're just like, ha 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 ha, they're just laughing as they shoot him. And then he's like, ha ha, just throw him over, another log on the fire, and they fucking throw him in the fireplace.
Yep.
Actually, that scene's pretty funny because like,
that scene's hilarious.
You could tell it's a fucking you could tell it's a dummy, but it's just they just chuck him in the fucking fire, and like his leg kind of like bends and shit. Like it's just funny.
Yeah, not all of the body gets in. And
it was such a funny line.
So like eventually it's gonna burn out, like a leg's gonna drop off, and like a hand's gonna pop off too. Like,
so yeah, I'll give it a 3.6.
Oh look, more Kindle for the next fire.
But fucking Cocteau's is a moron. He's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
he spends all this time.
He's the reason society is the way it is. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
He was the savior of it after the earthquake.
The evil Mr. Rogers. That's right.
Yeah.
I'll go next on this one. I'm gonna give it a straight 3.5, which I would have agreed with you, Roland, but you went 3.6. Yep. 3.5 out of 5. It's a pretty average action movies. Nothing too great as far as like explosions or the actual fight scenes and stuff like that. But what does it for me primarily is Wesley Snipes' character, Simon Phoenix. I enjoy this movie mainly because of him. Everyone else is okay. I mean, they're not bad in the movie, but his blonde-haired craziness is just what brings me back to this movie, because that's all I remember from Demolition Man.
It warms my heart.
Yes, it gives me comfort, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, so 3.5 out of 5.
There's a chance for the future.
Yeah. And what about you, Daniel?
Do you guys want to go into villain ratings real quick?
We'll do that afterwards.
Okay.
So we'll start with you. We'll start with you with villain rating after you give us your regular movie rating, and we'll work our way backwards.
All right. So as far as this movie overall, I give it like a I really enjoy it. It's super funny, great view of like where things may be heading with this like weird PC culture bullshit that we're subjected to. So I'm gonna give this movie a solid 3.5 out of 5. David Icke never talked about coronavirus and 5G being connected. What he talked about is how coronavirus, as far as the data suggests, does not exist. But there are other phenomenon associated with 5G. So check out davidicke.com. Read some of his books like The Biggest Secret, The Trigger, I Am Me, I Am Free. Fuck this, I am on a little pedestal. I've been reading a bunch of his stuff, looking at his videos, and yeah, it'll kind of change your view on some things, guys. It's super fun.
Free your mind.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because I just got done reading a section where David Icke was talking about the difference between being woke, as the progressive left liberal dipshits talk about now, and being like awake.
Sure.
It's fucking brilliant. So I guess moving on back to the movie.
Villain scores.
Yeah, villain scores. I think that literally Simon Phoenix was the perfect villain for this movie.
For sure.
Just the amount of chaos and shit. I'm actually surprised that he didn't like wreak more chaos once he realized how much of a passive ass, dull, non-violent society this was. He could have had so much more fun,
But he was like implanted with a mission, so basically he was subconsciously.
Oh, right, but he was still doing shit
character
on the side here and there.
Oh yeah,
so
like stuff that was just kind of in his way. But I assume.
But he was able to investigate like the whole reason why he was programmed. Like he wasn't that deep in,
No, yeah.
So he could have been like, well, on the way to kill this guy, I'm gonna go rob this bank and then go to Taco Bell.
Right. Yeah.
But villain rating, I'll give him a 4.5 out of 5. Don't trust the media. So I guess we'll go reverse order. So Ray, how about your villain rating?
For Simon Phoenix, I gave also about a 4 out of 5. Pretty solid. Hilarious. Violent. And hilarious because it's fucking Wesley Snipes, and just his line delivery and the fact that he knows all these martial arts moves and on top of that in the movie has all these extra skills and powers just made for a more entertaining villain. So 4 out of 5. What about you, Roland?
Actually, I was gonna give him the same 4 out of 5. Mostly because I think he's a great small time villain. Like he was fucking talking about it in the movie. Like Cocktoes asks him like, what do you want, or he's telling him like, what do I get for doing this? And he's like, well, I want Malibu and like maybe some of the coastal areas and that kind of thing. And he doesn't take him seriously. I was like, yeah, I'll take that into consideration. It's like, so to me, Phoenix is a great like he's like a great main villain, but he's not like an arch villain or a super villain or any of that kind of shit. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Freeze, or I don't know, like any
You're
of
so
those.
Dumb. You had to work that into. God damn it! Fucking twat.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The
Ice Age. What killed this podcast? Your reference of that.
The ice winter of Gotham.
That's how we get demonetized.
Yeah, there it is. Roland's gonna be the death of all of us. Right?
Winterize your pipes. Yes.
We should just like have you recite every line from fucking Batman and Robin as Mr. Freeze.
I'll do it.
Including the Poison Ivy scenes, the Bane scenes, but everything. All the Batman scenes.
Get out of the way, Garden Gal.
So, Roland, your rating for him was a what?
4. It was a
4 out of 5?
5, yeah.
And
I really liked his character. He's fucking hilarious. He's just got like a twisted.
Just to backtrack on our villains, we're gonna do a quick rating as of what we have right now. We have 4 villains on the table. We have Our first was Silverio from Only the Strong. We have Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China. We have the Shogun of Harlem from Last Dragon. And now we have Simon Phoenix. So who would you put right now at the bottom of the list?
Silverio.
Silverio?
Yeah, Silverio. Okay. Easy. Because he's even more small time than
Simon Phoenix.
Than Phoenix, yeah, exactly. Not that necessarily Phoenix is small time, but like in the scale of things, you know, like Lopan's at the top because he's trying to make himself immortal. Fucking Shogun of Harlem is, you know, like a total badass. Like he has the glow, you know, like, and then, you know, Simon Phoenix is just fucking hilarious and badass. And Silverio's, you know, like he just wants to control the streets or whatever.
Yeah. He wants to show his neighborhood who the real capoeira maestro is.
Yes, the true capoeira maestro.
Okay, so Daniel, do you have any disagreement with that? Right now we have Silverio at number 4.
Bottom of the pile, Lopan.
What was that?
Bottom of the pile, Lopan.
Ha! Oh, you can.
Here's the reasoning for my list, and I hope I remember this for future episodes. But it's by degree of impact.
He spends thousands of years trying to get a girlfriend
because, well, Lopan, all of his shit's all like in the back. It's all behind shell organizations and front orgs, you know, front businesses and so forth. Whereas Silverio, we're not ranking people quite yet. He owns the cops. He kind of like owns the, you know, the body or whatever, but we don't know how big that area is. It seems like it's pretty sizable, you know. And also the amount of chaos that is unleashed in the streets. Lopan, as far as street violence and writ large, as far as apart from like the building blowing up when he got defeated, all that really came out was like his little ninja dudes came out, killed a bunch of street gangsters, so probably doing what the police should have done. But that was like the degree of it, and it was only like in whispers that this guy even existed.
Right.
So yeah, Lopan number 4. Fight me on it.
All right, so I guess
indeed.
So I mean, as your number 4 is what, like the best one or the worst one?
No, he's at the bottom.
He's the bottom of the list for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I thought that's how we were rating them.
Yeah. And of course, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So remind me again, your number 1.
No, I thought we were doing 4 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just reminding.
So you've got Lopan at the bottom, and then who you're.
Oh, we're rating all 4 at once? I thought we were like going round robin. My bad.
Oh no, I already did all mine. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So number 3 would be Silverio.
Okay.
Then Shonuff.
Oh wow. So your number 1 is Simon Phoenix, huh? So far.
In level of impact. At a like widespread range. I mean, like he had LA in like flames literally in 96, and then, you know, was all on camera, was a subject of like the police's entire attention.
He killed the Pope of San Angeles. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean
the creator of the new society.
So insofar, that's my rating. That's my ranking, man.
Kill the king.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was number 2?
Shonuff.
Shonuff. Okay.
Shonuff.
Okay, so Daniel, you have Simon Phoenix as number 1, Shonuff as number 2, Silverio as number 3, and then Lopan is number 4. And Roland, remind me of yours again. Remind me of yours again, Roland.
So I've got Silverio at the bottom, and then fucking. Did I say it was either? Yeah, Shonuff. It was Shonuff after him, and then Simon Phoenix and Lopan at the top.
Okay.
I mean, granted, yeah, like I said earlier, Lopan was basically on like a fucking thousands of years journey to get a girlfriend, and he fails miserably at it every time. But that aside, like he's a fucking sorcerer. He's fucking rich as fuck. You know, like he owns you know, like like the Chinese underground, I guess, you know, fucking magical mafia or whatever the fuck you want to call these guys, those guys. He yeah, I mean, like, he gets his ass kicked by Kurt Russell, so who's essentially a nobody at the time, but like it's still like, you know, well, that's fucking what's his character's name? Jack or Bert? Fuck. Bert some
Jack
shit.
Burton.
Jack Burton,
Jack
man.
Burton. There we go. Bert Jackin. So I mean, that was a bit of an upset, but at the same time, I was like, that's Kurt motherfucking Russell, bitch. You know,
All right.
dusted your ass.
Oh
So,
yeah, and we could also like rank these villains as far as like the level of like hero it took to take them down.
That's true.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I guess I mean, at first glance, we can just rate him as is, but to take into every account as to why we're ranking him as such, I mean, that's going to take a lot more work,
Shit.
and that we'll do at the end
We
of the
could
year.
have
But
so
Dude,
very nuanced.
actually that'd be really cool. We could have a episode of just lists, and they could be like short little like like our ratings or whatever. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
based on like, you know, hairstyle and shit, based on funny lines, based on, you know, whatever. That could be really cool,
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
okay, I'll give my list real quick. It's number 1 is Shonuff, number 2 is Simon
Nice.
Phoenix, number 3 is Lopan, and number 4 is Silverio.
And could you maybe let us know why you rated that way?
Right now, I just off the top of my head, I'm going kind of on the what I think is the coolness factor, and you got Shonuff because has his little badass uniform, and I think he's just really fucking cool, and he has a lot of funny lines in fucking The Last Dragon. And as far as Simon Phoenix, again, cool. Has his own little style, especially with that blonde fucking hair, which apparently basketball player who colored his hair all the time.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Yeah.
Apparently took some cues from this character to start doing this shit.
That's so fucking dumb. Okay, I could believe it.
We have Lopan.
That's great, though.
And basically, he's on a hunt for some punani, and he's very dedicated. So I can appreciate that. And number 4, Silverio, and coolness factor, yes, but into a very small degree, since it's only his neighborhood that he's worried about. You know,
Right.
doesn't really care to take over the world. Doesn't cause too much destruction necessarily. He's just a businessman who just fucks up people who get in his way. So, although Shonuff never really killed anybody, he just beats the shit out of people, which is kind of commendable, I guess. You know.
I mean,
I guess it all depends on like, because I really wonder about The Last Dragon a lot, you know, with the pathing that Shonuff took versus Leroy, because they both attain the glow, but they're different glows. So is there like a dark side, light side path? Is there like,
yes.
you know, like the way it being The Last Dragon, the way it being the last fucking tiger, the way the last being the last ram or whatever, you know?
That's something to look into. Is there an evil
Because
side
if
and a good
so,
side to the
then
glow,
like I want to get like, you know, to become the last
The dark
Wookiee,
side of
you
the
know,
glow.
and then just get like a brown hue when I activate
And
my drinking powers.
who is the originator of the dark side of the glow? Like, is there one like emperor equivalent to the dark side of the
Who's
glow?
the Palpatine? It's
Who's the Palpatine of the glow?
Who trained Shonuff, you know,
yeah,
because
exactly.
So like, and going back to The Last Dragon, god damn it, we should have done this on this episode, but like, what about Leroy's master? Like, can he attain the glow, or is he just someone that can like help people get there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Those are all good questions. We can probably
that
go
we
back
should have
and
visited on that episode.
We should
Yeah.
Does Timok have a Twitter?
Yeah, he has an Instagram and all that kind of shit.
Should message
Dude, we
him,
should.
like, what do you
Yeah, we
think?
should.
to just come up with like all these like haha, once again citing David Icke, but like list of questions that we send people. And then we can like write books about them, about like, here's our hypothesis. We sent these questions. Here's the list of questions. To this, no response. To this, no response.
Fuck off. Conspiracy. They're trying to cover this shit up.
Not.
Right. Coincidence? Maybe. So.
All right, guys. Any other mentions for Demolition Man before we sign off?
Watch it. Fuck, if you haven't seen this movie,
Yeah, watch it. It's enjoyable.
It's pretty badass movie.
Or if you've
It's
already
fun.
seen it and you haven't seen it in a while, watch it again. It's fucking great. Like,
And
funny
I
as
mean,
fuck.
and while you're in
Sandra
quarantine,
Bullock is hot, as always,
kind of see
you
the
know.
parallels from that world to ours right now. You know,
Right.
there's no toilet
What-
paper. They have no
uh,
toilet paper. You know.
What's the what's
This
one
is
of the
when we figure out the fucking seashells, man.
Yeah.
It's you can't take people's God-given right to you can't take away people's right to be assholes. I think
Yeah.
was
According to
what,
this,
Yeah.
what the Snipe says to Cocteau's thing about this perfect utopia is pure as this little pearl. He like, and he just happens to have a fucking pearl in his hand. Like, really? What the fuck, dude? You goddamn drama bitch.
Alrighty, guys. I guess that'll be it for us for this Cinequest video. We'll see you next month whenever we do Roland's pick. As of right now, it's still Spawn.
Yeah,
Could
but-
change randomly.
But we'll see.
Yeah,
And,
so far I've decided on what we were talking about earlier. So
Okay.
we'll see.
And again,
Which
it kind of
was?
fell into
Do you
fell
remember?
into place.
Last Action Hero.
That's
horror.
all right.
All
It could change.
right.
We never know.
Yeah.
But the one that is set in stone is also, again, wasn't necessarily planned this way. Kind of just worked out. Roland's other favorite movie is Hot Fuzz, which will be the second part to the Cornetto trilogy,
Oh,
which
yeah.
just so happened to fall on Roland's birthday month as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Conspiracy? I think not.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
And so just follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at MoQuest Studios. You can subscribe to our Patreon, see any other unreleased episodes, extended episodes, unedited episodes, or even special exclusive episodes on Patreon if you so wish. And that is at www.patreon.com/MoQuest Studios.
Even if you don't
And we
wish it, see
appreciate it.
Love us.
There's a lot of content on there that we haven't released yet, and I will be putting up on Patreon as well, so you can check that out if you wish. And we'll also have our YouTube channel updated if you choose to listen to podcast episodes that way, and there may be a few video episodes that you can check out. And I mean, we're not that great looking, so I mean, that's up
Speak
to you.
for yourself.
Well, Roland's
Exactly.
Roland's the best looking one out of all of us. So
Thank you, Ray. That'll do.
you see, I'm not too much of an asshole, Roland. I'm being nice here.
Yeah, but he was just about to say that'll do, pig. So
Yeah, I know
maybe
exactly.
you should,
See,
yeah.
I will stick to my stance. All right, I will be the better person here. So fuck you.
on the recording.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not difficult to be a better person than Roland. Jesus
Right.
It takes very little effort,
person.
right?
You know what? Like, some of us need to set the bar for others. To,
You know,
to
it
be
takes
better.
so little
To be
effort
better.
that Roland can do it.
Exactly. You bitch.
All right, so
I set the bar so low so that all of the rest of you good people can be better. You're welcome.
well, thank you for making it pretty much effortless for everyone else to
That's
be
right.
better people, Roland.
Hey man, if
Word.
it's I have to sacrifice some.
This
for-
is your contribution to the society,
That's right.
being at the lowest standard possible.
You got it.
All right,
the
so
struggle is real.
signing off. My name is Ray, and in the Pacific Northwest Studios,
This is Daniel.
and in Nowhere Landman Sand Place
This is
Studio.
Roland.
All right, my name is Ray.
Bye.
Signing off. Goodbye.
So yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Piss off, Craig.
Doo-doo-doo. Goodbye, bitches.